The Arrow and Bow That Capture Future Year 5025 author. Rasha Ross voiced by. Bella Start Mounting Volume 1. The Vermilion Dissolution. The ash storm whispered secrets through the ventilation shafts as Aria descended into Pod Sector 7. Above ground, mechanical sentries hummed their eternal vigil, those liquid-brained guardians the super posthumans called Watchers. Below, in capsules resembling oversized teardrops, citizens dreamed of gardens they'd never touch. "Yellow pods again," murmured her companion Orion Thorn, his fingers tracing the chromatic readings. 3 shifts in 72 hours. Aria's pulse quickened. Yellow meant scrutiny. Red meant council business. Green meant invisible, precisely where most wished to remain. But the red pods, empty, melted from within like wax exposed to flame, leaving only rust-colored residue, the texture of regret. Mounting Volume 2, the invisible caged detective sentinel M.Takamura.Dhc stood before the residue, his expression carved from granite. Behind him, his syndicate operative K. Yamashiro. PRC documented everything with clinical precision. The council vanished before anyone noticed. Takamura stated, each word deliberate. Citizens' memories erased. Access protocols stolen. Someone wore their faces like masks. Aria felt Orion's hand find hers. They'd witnessed the investigation unfold across 3 passes. First, the crime scene's physical evidence. Second, the pattern of deletions. Third, the impossible conclusion. E005, the sector engineer, whispered nervously, if council members took something from themselves before dissolving, what could matter more than existence? Guilt, Aria breathed. Mounting Volume 3. The fourfold deception the murderer had hidden brilliantly, a box within boxes. Data sealed tight, encapsulation. Methods obscured behind false protocols, abstraction. Authority inherited through corrupted channels, inheritance. And identities shifting like smoke, polymorphism. Takamura's eyes narrowed. Yellow pods were suspects. Wrong. Yellow pods were victims, scapegoats for council crimes. The council murdered themselves, Orion said slowly, because someone proved their corruption. A. Christensen emerged from the shadows, holding a data fragment. The yellow citizens discovered council members were trading memory access for energy, bribes, violations. The council couldn't face posthuman justice. Interrupting their business means immediate termination. Aria understood. So they confessed by destroying evidence and themselves, the ultimate escape. Mounting Volume 4, The Arrow's Flight S. Dubois, SHC, Takamura's senior operative, played the final recording. A council member's voice distorted. If consequence follows action and action follows choice, then our choice eliminates consequence. The formula is elegant. Modus ponens in practice. If corruption exists, punishment follows. Corruption exists. Therefore, punishment follows. But they'd rewritten the variables, substituting self-destruction for justice. The red and yellow pods transformed overnight to green. Council absolved through obliteration. Yellow citizens freed from suspicion. Above ground, ashes danced in patterns like musical notation, a song without words. Aria watched particles swirl. They left clues everywhere. The color changes weren't failures, they were confessions written in light. Orion pulled her close as mechanical sirens sang their soft lament. In a world where thoughts are monitored, the only privacy is annihilation. No, Aria whispered, pressing something small into his palm, a seed from the underground gardens. Privacy is what we plant in darkness and refuse to surrender. Takamura observed them silently, then departed. Some mysteries solved themselves, others grew quietly, roots pushing through concrete green things, insisting on impossible futures. Epilogue. The Bows promised the posthumans never questioned the council's dissolution. Justice, after all, had been served, even if by the guilty themselves. But in Pod Sector 7, where colors shifted like moods and citizens dreamed beneath ash storms, Aria and Orion cultivated something dangerous. Hope. The arrow had flown true, piercing corruption's heart. The bow remained drawn, ready for whatever tomorrow demanded. And in the spaces between surveillance, love bloomed defiant. End.